Check my technique. Coming from my technique. You wanna feel my technique? It's pure. Bad bitches to the left. Money bitches to the right. You can be both. Me in the middle, and it's alright. Take it all off, or just a little if you like. It's pure. It should cost $1 billion to look this good. But she make it look easy because she got it. Check my technique. You can find the one when the tempo good. Touch my technique. 4, 3, 2, fucking busy. That's my technique. That's my technique. That bitch, me too. Right in the left cheek. I did, my dear. That's my technique. All my pretty worlds to the floor. Get your money, cutty, hutty. Don't be funny with my money, honey. Don't my girls look so yummy. All the boys want my honey from me. It should cost $1 billion to look that good. But she make it look easy because she bought it. You can find the one when the tempo's good. 4, 3, I'm too fucking busy. Check my technique. I see you too, coming from my technique. Bossy bitch, me too. Right and left cheek. Future, Renaissance, study my technique. All the pretty boys to the floor. Get your money. Don't be funny with my money, honey. Don't my girls look so yummy. All them boys want my honey from me. Bad bitches to the left. Money bitches to the right. You can be both, meet in the middle, it's alright. Take it all off, or just a little if you like. Girl, you it should cost $1 billion to look this. I see you want it and you're coming for me. You don't be funny with my money, honey. All my girls look so yummy. And all the boys want my honey. The devil's on my shoulder. Tricy is my guilty pleasure. If you get a squeeze, it's pretty and pleasure. Once you give me that, baby, I won't stop. I won't stop till you say you had enough. Riding like a rodeo when I won't stop. I bet you're stuck in my love, stuck in my honey. Honey, I got the sweet on your tongue. So it tastes yummy. Yummy, I can stick it there. Honey, you know me. Put the roll on me. Yeah, honey, I got the sweet on your tongue. So it tastes yummy. Yummy, you know it's Friday night and I'm ready to drop. Don't need them keys, baby, let's go. Friday night and I'm ready to drop. Don't need them keys, baby, let's go. We're just playing the cards, quarter, take a gas, girls, and roll low on cash. I ain't never feeling like this. You and all enough like this. Sweet on your skin, tasting on your lips, something
this rap shit out like a lullaby. Hot hoes having fits coming right out with me, nigga. I could take you to a spot G. No dime, blow dubs, yeah, they over here.
Pussy niggas trying to get up in my way. I'm tired of all these punks frontin' like they really buck. I'm tired of all these niggas who only trying to fuck. I'm tired of these bill collectors calling my house. I'm tired of my girlfriend trying to put me out. I'm tired of the DJs not playing my songs. I'm tired of the groupies who only want a bone. I spit hot bars, what the fuck you talking about? If you ain't on my level, you can...
Oh, what had happened? What had happened? Miss Honey, Miss Honey, Miss Honey. Ooh, yes. Come through, Renegades. It's me, QB. Oh, yes, and I'm back. It's tracking time, girls. Ooh, our favorite time of the week. It's time to get the tracking, honey. This is the betrayal and deceit of it all edition of tonight's tracker. Shout out to all the renegades in the building, gang gang. Shout out to all the members. I see you. Thank you all for your continued support. Shout out to the official Renegades moderator in the building. Y'all know it gets no better than Stephanie. Yes. Shout out to our official Renegades moderator, Stephanie, on tonight. I need y'all to send Stephanie some special love on tonight in this chat. Okay. Period. And shout out to all my LGBTQIA plus individuals in the building that's giving us the very much honey. Miss Honey. Miss Honey. Unique. That's what you are. Stilettos kicking vintage crystal off the bar. Category is bad bitch. On the bar. And here's superstar. Well. And shout out to the replay gang. You girls, make sure y'all like this video, please, and thank you. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, happy weekend to you all. Ooh. Can I say something? Before we dive right on into this track, I'm not gonna hold you girls for very long. Can I just say a little tad bit something? I just want to know before we dive right on into this thing, girl. Okay, because it's giving the betrayal and deceit of it all edition on tonight's tracker. And I know you girls been tracking all this fuckery that's been going on, honey, after Juicycation, Tree Emucation, and the invasion. But I just wanted to know if I could just have a little moment of you girls' time, okay? Because, girl, I be looking and I just be like, let me just make this perfectly clear, okay? Honey, ItsMeQB gonna stick to the facts, okay? We are the word on the street, YouTube streets paparazzi. We rarely get it wrong over here, okay? And when we do get it wrong, we ain't got no problems with coming out and telling the girls what it really TIE is. Now, I do have to say this. I think I may have lied yesterday, Renegades, okay? I may have lied a piece and said I did not call Crime Stoppers. I did call Crime Stoppers, okay? It wasn't per se on creepy, but it was definitely to find out who we should report to if we found out any information for a wanted fugitive they had an arrest warrant out on his arrest by the name of Jermaine Lamont Caldwell. So I think I slipped up a little piece last night and said I never made a call personally, but then I had to think about it, honey. And I said, oh, girl, yeah, you did call. Girl, you did call and ask them, like, who do we report to and all that old shit. So, girl, I am clearing that up right away, okay? Creepy, you still don't win no brownie points, bitch. Okay? But it was not a personal attack on you. It was the fugitive on the run that was warranted. It was a warrant out for his arrest, and we wanted to know, what should we do if we had any information? And yes, I did call. So I wanted to clear that up. I did call. I remember calling. I called around down there to the Crime Stoppers, honey, and I asked, honey, what should the girls do? And I think that's when they told us we had to fill out some documentation or what have you, girl. So I'm owning that, and I'm not taking it back, bitch. Okay. Thank you, Nefertiti. Thank you, boo. I will be in and out the chat. I am Libra birthdays all over the place. Yes. Come through for the Libras. Come through for the Libras. Yeah. Shout out to all the Libras in the building celebrating birthdays this month. Scorpios, get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Our time is coming. Ooh. But for right now, shout out to all the Libras. And thank you, Nefertiti. I appreciate you, boo. Gang, gang. Yes. Come through, mamas. Ooh. And happy birthday to all the Libras in the building. Gang, gang. Yes. So, yeah, honey. I did want to clear that up. Okay. I wanted to clear that up. I did make a call around there to Crime Stoppers line. I'm owning up to that. But it does not still take away from the fact that Creepy was over there trying to spin a narrative and try to spin it, like his bamboo-looking ass is. He always trying to spin some shit, okay? He was over there trying to spin it and make it seem like motherfuckers was calling on him. Like he said, people call CPS on him when he ain't even had no kids in his custody since 1995, okay? How you talking about the girls calling CPS on you in 2019, bitch, and they said the last time they seen any signs of children in your home, it was the 1990s, bitch. Get the fuck up out of here, girl. We're not eating that, okay? So she tried to play the victim and tried to make it all about her. Bitch, you wasn't the one on the run. But I'm pretty sure you knew about that nigga's whereabouts. You knew about that nigga's whereabouts. That's why you so comfortable with him over there now, honey. Because trust and believe, if you wouldn't have helped him out while he was in hiding, he wouldn't be over there sitting right next to you, per your words, Miss Thing Girl. I said, look at this. So, yeah, girl, regardless of if we called or not, Miss Thing Girl, we were doing what we were supposed to be doing as active citizens, Miss Thing Girl, and reporting what we may have seen. What he got something to say? What, Jermaine got something to say, bitch? Bring him on, whore. You don't have no problem calling for my daddy at any given moment, bitch. Spinning lies in there. My daddy don't care nothing about you, bitch. Okay? But yeah, honey, we care about a motherfucker running around shooting people's in the chest. We do care about facts. So yeah, bring your brother on, bitch. Let him tell his own story. Since you over there so vocal about him now. But when his ass was running and hiding, you ain't had shit to say. You was over there with your lips shut, bitch. Continue to keep shutting your lips, Miss Thing, when it's concerning with ItsMeQB, honey, and what the fuck I got going on over here, Miss Thing Girl. Because, girl, we're not eating that, Miss Thing. You can set it on down. So, yeah, honey, I did want to clear that up right quick and let the girls know, yeah, bitch, we called. Bitch, yeah, we called. I called. I damn sure did. The fuck? And I was like, what should they do? What should people do if they got any information? What if we do know his whereabouts? What if we do know his last known location? What can we do to help you apprehend him? The police were looking for him, actively looking for him. And you and your mammy set y'all asses around there, act like y'all didn't know a motherfucking thing. But now since he done got his raggedy ass out, all of a sudden you got your brother's back, bitch. Girl, please. Shut the fuck up, creepy. We're not eating that. The fuck? Girl, I'm just like, girl, set it down. Ooh. Let me just go ahead and speak on this. This whole Tricy and MU situation. I do believe I enjoyed seeing the ladies have fun when they was having fun with one another. I thought, in my opinion, seeing how all that played out in the beginning with them, actually having fun and looks to us to be enjoying each other's company, I was like, oh, girl, that's the way to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like, me and my friend is the only ones who can really show people that you can actually have relations with people on YouTube or social media and they be genuine. So that was my initial thought of it all. I was like, oh, that is so nice to see that in these two ladies, they being able to go out, hang out, have so much fun. But it seemed like, honey, it was some deceit and betrayal in it all, okay? And I'm just like, Now, initially, my first reaction was I was thinking Tricy was jumping the gun. I was like, oh, Tricy, you going in on it real quickly. Like, girl, just give her a little time. You know what I'm saying? That's what my first reaction was when it all popped off and Tricy came out and was like, nah, girl, you need to bring your ass up out here. But see, Tricy do it a different way. Okay, I had to think about that. I'm like, Tricy do it a different way. She, she on here, she been on here. Girl, she move a different way. Bitch, if it's out here, address it, bitch. Okay, that's how Tricy moved. So that's what she was expecting. But initially for me, I was like, oh no, y'all just came back. We seen y'all riding on bikes, getting a little tipsy, having fun, getting lost in the sauce and all this old shit. And damn, Tricy got jet down on it just this quick. But she had every right to do so, okay? Because she like, girl, narratives is being spun on me that I wasn't looking out for you. I led you in harm's way. You was in danger, girl, and I was too drunk and out of it to, help you out. That wasn't the case, Tricy say, okay? So I'm just like, I'm like, well, I understand that, but damn, you sure told. She was like, bring your ass out here and address it. So then what MU did was that same night after Tricy kept saying, bring your ass out here, she finally came out on her other channel in the wee hours of the night. And she slightly tried to clear Tricy's name by saying, Tricy, we ain't got no problem. So I thought it was good. Until I guess when Tricy found out that she had been talking shit about her, the Beasley recording came out, and all this other shit, honey. Okay? That's when the tide said turn. That's when Tricy said she ain't paying the motherfucking money back, bitch. Okay? She said she don't want to hear no fucking if she ain't fucking, because MU... Ooh, girl, it's just been a whole lot in this thing, girl. So I'm just like, at this point, I'm looking at the optics of it all, and for one, I'm like, Kimmy, what? I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna say what some of these girls are gonna say. Kimmy, what the fuck? Like, really? You was really trying to lay a nail and several nails in MU's coffin. For what? You got so much energy. Did you tag her in, Tricy? And I think I see Tricy in the chat. What's up, Tricy? Girl, it's just my commentary, honey, okay? What is the tea, Tricy? What? Wait a minute. Let me drop this link honey, just in case Tricy needs to come up your chat. Ooh. Hold on, girls. Ooh. Did you tag Can you explain to me what the fuck Kimmy got to do with all of this? Okay. I'm just like, why she got so much rah-rah for MU when you was, girl, you wasn't saying that when you was still on them phones with her. You was still on them phones with her the whole time, Kimmy. You went against Tricy and Fababe in the alliance regarding fucking MU and all that weirdo ass shit. So why all of a sudden you just got so much rah-rah and rah-rah and rah-rah? And then you keep mentioning Joyce and her child situation. I'm just like, oh my God, she all in y'all business. Baby, she using all y'all. She ain't said shit about us. Okay? She ain't said not a one. She got all y'all business on here. Just telling all y'all business. Spreading all the lies and the tea. Girl, she pulled up that one little funky ass receipt. Okay, the man wanted to watch some in the butt porn while doing it in the butt. Girl, that ain't unheard of and unusual, Miss Finger. You know how many straight females I know that love gay porn, bitch? You know how many straight motherfuckers I mean like, can I see you aspects? I'm like, girl, that ain't unusual. They was getting a little kinky. But girl, wasn't you the one on here with all these random ass dudes? Kimmy? How you calling MU a slut bucket and all this old shit? But girl, I'm pretty sure you been to pass around. You been to pass around here. What is you talking about? I'm just confused. She got so much energy for MU. And I'm like, when did Tricy tag you into this? Treecy, where's you at, honey? When did you, can you let me know when you tagged her in this whole mess? Because that little shit she talking about was some joy. Girl, you was on the phones with her. And then not only was you on the phones with her, you was sending information to Jay Wilson. Soon as you got some information from her, you was running it to the next person. So how the fuck is you talking about somebody can't be trusted when your ass can't be trusted? The fuck? I'm just confused. Girl, you ain't winning no motherfucking brownie points over here. You are a snake too. You a whole fucking snake, Kimmy, with 3 rings around your neck. Head on that highlighted, bright ass, blinding ass wig over there. Ugh, girl, that was not your shade. Okay? That thing was blinding. That thing was blinding, Miss Thing, girl. I'm like, oh my God, tone it down, girl. Ugh. Girl, like, no. Quit trying to give Miss Thing too much. All because you want to be involved. You just, talk about beat a bitch down when they already down. You are the epitome of that. She just, you couldn't get him you on your own. You couldn't get him. You had to wait for Tricy to wear out to get your licks in. That's sorry, tired, and delayed. You don't win. Girl, you not winning. You not winning this thing, girl. Over there with them 99-cent memberships. Girl, please. I'm like, Girl, she thinks she doing in this thing, girl. I'm just like, oh my God, girl, you ain't nobody's friend. You talking about what they friendship done fell out and parted ways and departed. But girl, you're not setting no examples that show anything other than what the fuck they got going on. Deceit and lies and trickery. You're not winning no brownie points in this thing. You're not doing nothing. It's just showing, this whole situation is just really showing people how they really is, even though we already knew how these bitches was. We already know how these hoes is. That's why I don't fuck with none of these bitches. I wouldn't trust now one of these motherfucking raggedy ass, backstabbing, snaky, slimy, trickery ass. Name one of them. Because look what they do. Look what they do. Look what they do. They immediately latch on, immediately turn cold on you. I don't understand how these people be saying. They be using that word friend and don't know the meaning. They just don't know the meaning. Hold on. Let me see if this Treecy, huh? Hold on, y'all. Let me see.
It's me, babe.
Hey, Tricy, how you doing, boo?
Hey QB, I'm doing okay. I'm still congested and sick, but I'm doing good. I want to say I was just, and I'm still in shock about the whole situation because I really did love Misunderstood as my friend, and I just could not believe that this person was saying initially from the start that she never wanted to go on this cruise. She was the one that created the whole thing. We was gonna go stalk Jay Wilson. Remember when I wasn't getting along with him? So I said,
Right.
okay, let's go ahead and do it. So for her to say to pretend like, oh, I don't want to go and I'm just not gonna have a good time and I wasn't having a good time, but then to be smiling behind my back and online talking about, oh, we're having a great time, that just shows how fake and phony she is. I don't do that. Who does fake and phony, flip flopping? Don't nobody have time.
Yes,
I mean, as
and
much
she was on some opping behavior. But the question I got right quick is, what the fuck Kimmy got to do with this? Because it's
because
like
Kimmy's
she's trying to
upset.
fight your battle. She want to cheerlead with you to come after MU. And wasn't she just cool with MU?
Well, I think she got upset because Misunderstood was bothering Joyce, and Joyce is going through problems with her daughter.
What I
Her
got to do with
daughter's real
her,
sick.
though? Joy's situation ain't got shit to do with her.
I think because
I
Joyce is
feel
her
like Kimmy is
moderator.
trying to milk, and she trying to come up off of your situation, Tracy, and it ain't cute.
Hmm. I don't know, but I'm just like I'm so frustrated. I'm just like, oh my god, like
Because
I am
all of a
still
sudden
in
she got
shock.
so much to tell about what MU done told her and all this old shit. But where was that same energy when MU was out here saying she owed her motherfucking money?
I wouldn't have paid her. Like I said, she came out here talking shit, and then she was telling Kimmy and everybody how she owed me money and recording my. And the thing is, she's recording. I'm telling her how because they had went up on our rent and everything, and I'm telling her how I have to, get myself back together and get on top again. And she's recording my conversation in the damn hotel room. I'm like, bitch, you know that's illegal. You cannot do that. And she's trying to flip it around, talking about there's certain situations. Bitch, there's no situation where you have to record my conversation and me talking to you about my finances to nobody. That shows me she was on fuck shit.
So were y'all having a private conversation or was y'all on a live stream?
No, we was having a private conversation, and
Wow.
yeah, we're sitting next to each other, laying on the bed next to each other, and she has that damn thing in her ear, and she's recording me.
Wow.
That's fucked up. I'm like, that's just fucked up. I will never speak to her again in my life. She's a piece of shit. I wish her nothing but hell and torment, and she needs to watch out because I can really be an evil bitch, and we all know that. So I'm like, she needs to really watch out. But I'm just gonna let her have her fun for now. She thinks she's winning. She's on top because of the fuck shit that she's did. But the fact is that she don't even know how. That's why she don't have any friends. She don't know how to be a friend to anybody at all. And all she's used to is them niggas stabbing her in the back, okay, or digging her out. And she goes back to them, and it's like you look stupid. You just look so stupid out here in the streets. I just
So
don't know
the
how
guy
else to say
that
it.
showed us, the guy that Demetra showed us last night, is that the guy that you in fact seen her with on the cruise boat?
That was one of them. Yeah, that was one of them.
Oh, only one?
Yeah, that was one of them.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
So I'm like, and now, I don't know who, I don't know if anybody know who King Kong is. Nigga, I don't fucking know you. Why the fuck are you telling me about a goddamn man's wife? I don't give a fuck. Is he okay? I was like, who the fuck is a King Kong? Ain't that the one that was a predator, a child predator? Why the fuck are you on my page, you weirdo?
So
I was like,
how far apart was y'all rooms on the cruise boat, Treacy?
at mine, I was on the, what was it, the seventh or eighth floor, and she was on like the first floor because I had the room with the balcony, and she was on like the first floor.
So you wouldn't have known who was coming in and out of her room.
Nah, and I wasn't even thinking about, I wasn't even thinking about nothing like that. Like I genuinely thought we were going to have a good time, but she genuinely was on some fuck shit, and she was mulling for and setting me up for, I guess, for ZX and for Don Cato. And I'm like, why? Just because I don't fucking like him? I mean, why am I gonna be going? If somebody's your best friend, are you gonna like a best friend? Are you gonna like a best friend's nigga that's spitting in her face and throwing her out all hours of the fucking night and dogging her out? She was the one that told me all the fuck shit he was doing. So why am I supposed to be okay with that? That's horrible. No, she don't need to be treated like that.
Do you think that she was upset that she couldn't bring Don Cato on the cruise with her?
No, because it was supposed to be a girls' trip.
Noble going with you until he got his ribs cracked or whatever.
No, she was like, okay, she was like, she was okay with, when I said Noble's gonna go. And then at that time I liked Don Cato, so I said, well, why don't you bring him? And she was like, no, he'll be fine. No, He'll be fine. So he didn't. So she was like, she didn't want to bring him. So whatever, that was on her. She didn't want to bring him. I don't know why, but she just didn't want to bring him.
So
Now
what about the 4 hours after she came back from being so-called missing? Did she look disheveled or like she had been doing some shit had no business? Or what happened?
She looked the same, and she just had changed clothes, and I was like looking at her like, because she had brought my charger to my room, and she had changed clothes, and I'm looking at her like, okay, like, I was just knew she went missing. She was mad at me because I had said she had went missing. She was mad at me initially because I said she said that I said she went with 80 guys, but I was saying that there were 80 guys. Okay, then she got mad at me again because I was saying that she's wealthy, that she didn't need cash apps, and that's what she was telling people. And so I'm like,
how many guys was in the brotherhood? How many guys?
It was like 80 of them.
Oh, damn.
So she was like a kid in a goddamn candy store. She couldn't stand still. I mean, as soon as they came into the karaoke room, she was just like running after them. I'm like, are you okay? Like, literally, I am not kidding. She was like, okay, so, and she was all like, just moving. I was like, is she okay? I was like, what? I was like, Lucy Goosey, stand still. I didn't know, but I thought she was trying to get interviews. Because I was like, she's really on it.
Interviewing, like, the camera?
Well, she had interviewed one of them when we were in the dining area. So I was like, oh, she's trying to get interviews. Good. But little did I know she was going to disappear for 4 hours. I'm like, damn. So I'm like, what type of interview? So I guess she wasn't just trying to get interviews. Now, she did tell me that she did like one of them that she was interviewing, though. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. You know how you just say things. But I didn't know she was going to go spook somebody. I'm like, what? I'm just in shock. And that I know of, she haven't even denied it. She goes, because apparently that botched interview that VS did, she was all like, do we have any pictures out there of you sitting on a guy's lap? She goes, possibly. I'm like, ugh. It just don't make no sense. I'm like, girl, you pretend like you didn't want to go on the trip. You pretend like you didn't have a good time. Then she was lying, calling people, saying she was having a boring time because she don't like doing none of the things that we were doing. I'm like, bitch, I was asleep at night. I don't know what you was doing.
So they said
but I was
all she made to Beasley was while y'all was still at port.
Yeah. She's retarded because she got mad at me because before we even left, I cussed out her man because he kept calling her on the phone. She didn't have time to take a shower. She ran in the shower and ran out and wiped her body. And it was just disgusting. And I was like, why aren't you taking a shower? So then I was frustrated because she kept coming in the room and she was just yelling. And she was like, we did not share the same room. I had a different room. Why are you mad at me? I mean, just acting all crazy. People were hearing her yell.
What was she talking about? What room was she
we shared the room. We shared a room. The room when we got to Miami, we shared the room. And so she told Don Cato that we didn't. She was on this thing about lying to the people, telling them that we had the same room. Or no, we had a different room because she said she didn't need any more scandals out here. I don't know what that means or whatever. But I'm
already happened on the ship.
I said I said she will forever be in a scandal. Well, this was in the beginning before we even had left. So this is. I'm like, you're a scandal yourself.
You shared the room before y'all got on the boat.
Yeah, and then after, yeah. So she didn't want nobody to know, so we pretended like we had separate rooms. So she was yelling at Don Cato because he was telling her that she didn't have a separate room and all this other shit. And he was getting in her ass or whatever. It was just dumb. And so I was pissed off because I'm like, can you get dressed and hurry up so we can go? And she's over there with a Bluetooth in the ear, trying to get dressed, running in and out the shower, wiping her ass and not even clean. It just was gross. I was like, I just don't understand. So then finally, she was, then she all of a sudden when she hangs up with him, she turns it off and expects that we're supposed to be in a good place. I'm like, are you all right? So I kind of like squash it or whatever. So I get in the car and she gets in the car too. And she's like, that was fucked up. I would have never done that to you. Why did you have your phone on? Why were you on live? Because I wanted to, bitch. Why are you okay?
So it seemed like she was trying to save a lot of face for him.
Yeah, that's all she was talking about. This is what he ruined our trip.
For her by her trying to save face for him.
Yeah.
Whose names did you see on them credit cards? Because you said she didn't use them.
I didn't look. I don't know whose name. She kept talking about, I have a credit card. It's not, my name is not on one of them. And this and that. Then she had a wad of cash. I don't know what she was doing, but every time she was freaking out about money. I've got to pay this. So should I pay by card or should I pay by cash? Every single time. It was so weird. I'm like, are you okay? Like, she didn't seem like she was well. I don't know if she had sneaked something on the trip or whatever. QB, I don't know.
Was she sweating? Was she sweating? Because if she was sweating, honey, she probably popped something. If you
I don't
said
know if she popped something or not, but she was acting very strange. And then we got into it because when we got to where you go in, she just took off like a bat out of hell. And I'm like, and she took off with my birth certificate. Now this is the strange thing. I don't know how I got her birth certificate and she had my birth certificate. And I'm like, what the hell? So Terica, the other girl,
wait a minute. Where was your birth certificate located?
I had given her that. Well, it was my birth certificate. I told her to hold this or whatever. So she gave me back hers, and she had mine. So she's going through everything that we go through, the checkout or whatever, and she's just just. I mean, you should see her mind. She was just like going, not even looking behind her or nothing. It was so weird. I don't know if she was trying to put on airs for people to make them think she had money, because she kept talking about that. Somebody was talking about how her luggage was cheap, and she goes, "Broke bitches, they don't even know anything about fashion or whatever." I don't know. I think she was trying to interest people in, what do you call it,
why
impress.
y'all get turned down at the Versace store?
Oh, because she had on a tank top and they were like, no. Yeah.
Oh.
And so I'm just like, so I couldn't believe it. I was just like, this bitch is still going. So she starts yelling at me all crazy. And I'm like, I said, misunderstood. I need you to stay right here by me because I'm supposed to be responsible for her. But she just kept running off. She was like, well, I can do what I want to. I have to do what I'm doing for myself. I mean, it was all exaggerated. She was a lunatic. Everybody was looking at her. It was so embarrassing. And pretty much that's how she was the whole time. She was moving around like a crack fiend.
She was geeking. You the way you describe it is like she was geeking the whole time.
I don't know what she was doing, but she was acting really crazy. And I was just like, oh my God. So I was ignoring her because I thought she's not going to ruin my trip. I was like, So I was just there.
Erica Kelly, do you remember seeing Erica Kelly at any time on the trip?
We seen her in the elevator, but I didn't know who she was at the time. Because I was like, who are you? When she came up and she was like, TREECY or something. I said, who are you? And then I think her husband goes, who are you? And I said, I don't know who she is. And then she was telling me, and I said, oh, hey. So I hugged her, whatever, because she had misunderstood, knew that she had been signed up. Misunderstood was like, we don't get along. And I said, why? I said, are you sure that's the same one or whatever? That was before, right? And she goes, I don't know. She goes, it may not be. I don't know. So I don't know why she's trying to pretend like this. She told me that was a girl that was stalking her, because the girl had never stalked her before. So how was she going to tell me that she stalked?
What you're telling me is she was aware that name was on the list.
Exactly, because I kept telling her. I said, Erica Kelly signed up. I said, Erica Kelly and her husband signed up.
I remember you said like it was a name on there named Erica, and at first you was like, oh, it's another Erica. But
yep.
So she knew that it was an Erica Kelly showing up on that boat.
But she tried to pretend that she didn't.
If you knew she was gonna be there.
Exactly. I'm like, girl, please. But see, come to find out, what they were saying was that Misunderstood was allegedly supposed to have a threesome with Erica and her husband. And I was like, what? Then Erica said that Misunderstood wanted her husband. So I don't know. It was weird. So I don't know how they got into it or how that got started or whatever. But she never said, oh, I'm so, I'm concerned. I'm so nervous because this person's on the ship. She never said that because we didn't even know the woman was going to be stalking her. I didn't even know the woman was going to be stalking her.
She used that as a distraction. She tried to deflect on that to make up for you saying, oh, girl, where was you at for 4 hours?
Yep. That's why. And that's why she was rolling her eyes at me. She was trying to out me, like when I was, talking with the guy over there when he did my internet and stuff.
The camera over there about you.
She just kept trying to, and I'm like, And then she kept saying, well, she was listening to a troll. I don't even know Erica, so I wasn't listening to Erica, but she wanted to I guess, out me to Noble. I guess, but Noble is fine. He knows that, I was talking. I mean, there's nothing wrong with talking. She was making it seem like I was all flirting with the guy, saying, oh, come to Texas. I was thinking, job wise, why are you working there? You should move to Texas because it's a better quality of living. That's what I'm thinking. But the bitch she was so jealous and envious, I think, because I was getting all the attention. That's what I think. And no matter how pretty you are, people can still be jealous because of people giving you attention. And I'm like, she's a beautiful girl, but it's just that she don't have a personality. That's all it is. And if she's on drugs, if she's still on drugs, that's why.
Oh my.
So come to find out, when Don Cato had put her out that night in the middle of the night, it's because he caught her he videotaped her doing drugs in her car. And I'm like, what? So that's what I found out. And I
So
was
who
like,
got that
oh my God.
video? Did somebody got that video? And how recent was that?
Well, that was just recently. Remember when I was saying that he had put her, and I was mad at him because he had put her out in the middle of the night. And I said, what about the drunk drivers and shit? Remember?
Yeah, that was about a month or so ago, right?
Yep. Uh-huh. Well, come to find out, Kimmy had said that Misunderstood was telling her that he had put her out. Well, no. Kimmy didn't say Misunderstood told her. Somebody, she found out through somebody, I forgot, that he had put her out because she was over there, she was using. And I was like, now that makes sense. Because I was like, well, why would he put her out in the middle of the damn night? Who's gonna do that, with drunk drivers and stuff? So I'm over here mad at this nigga, and she's not telling the whole truth, nor has she been sober. And I'm like, what's really going on? I didn't even know she had taken.
No 555 days, like she said, honey.
No. And I kept thinking, does meth stay in your system that long to keep? Because she can't stand still. She's just constantly pacing, and it's like she's just constantly like she's running in a circle, and it just looks crazy. She don't understand how crazy it looks. I wish she would record herself and just see how crazy she looks. I mean, she thinks she looks normal, and she don't. I'm like, you look like a dope fiend. Like you just threw your, and she doesn't like to wear shoes with laces, and it looks like she just came right off a Skid Row. And I don't think she knows how that looks. But anyway, so I'm done with her because that showed me, everybody was telling me how she was talking shit before we went, and then while we were on the trip. And I'm like, why is this girl smiling in my face?
All the bitches that was talking about she was talking shit, they was talking shit right along with her.
Child, I don't know, but I'm just so over it.
She was telling this. Bitch, what was you saying? Because you was on the phone line with her, Kimmy.
I'm just over her. I'm over her. I just don't know.
Tracy, 1 second, Tricy. Let me read this. And thank you guys, child, for becoming a member. Boo, gang, gang. Yes, come through, mama. Lady Steph say, Tricy, you mentioned skid marks in her inner thighs. Do you think they could have been needle marks? I don't know how meth is consumed.
No, I don't think it's needle marks, because you know how you watch porn and you know how those women that have them skid marks in the inner thigh, and I guess they've been busy. That's what she has on her inner thigh, and I'm like, oh,
maybe worn out. You saying they worn out in part?
Yeah, it just grew. I was like, what was she doing for that to happen?
Wait a minute. The night that you said y'all was in the hotel in Cali, was you asleep when you heard them having sex?
No, I was trying, because I can't go to sleep unless I shower. See, this is how it is. I can't go to sleep unless I take a shower. And I told this bitch that while she's trying to lie to me about I smelled or whatever. Yeah, the bitch couldn't even repeat it because she's a damn lie. But anyways, so I was just laying there because I thought I'm not gonna be able to go to sleep. It was too hot. I have to take a shower before I go to bed. And so I was just laying there, and then she just I kept hearing her, I was like, ugh. And then
so they instantly just left you out in the living quarters of the hotel room and just went in the room and just got it on.
No, I was in the same room. It was a big room with a couch there. Oh, wow. And I was in the same room. I know. And I'm just like, they're like a few feet away. And I'm like, are you serious? Could they not have waited? Like, what? I don't understand. I know.
Wait a minute. You was in a room with no door closed, so they weren't behind no door?
No.
Oh my! Oh, wow.
The bed is right there, and the couch is right there. The bed is right there. The couch is right next to the bed.
Oh no, man!
I was like, I don't know if they wanted to get something going. It was just weird. I was like, oh no. So then, after all that, we woke up and she
didn't think they wanted to get something going, as if including you in the whole situation.
I don't see that's
open with it.
That's what I'm wondering, because who does that, right? I'm like, nah. So then I got up or whatever. I mean, we got up that morning, and I thought surely she's gonna take a shower. She didn't have no toothbrush or nothing, because it was a spur of the moment thing. He had just got the resort. That's what I'm saying. She didn't get no resort from me. She needs to stop lying. And so that's when she got the resort. They had got the resort or whatever. And when we got up, she was gonna go take me to my hotel because she didn't feel like driving, because she was like, everything's 45 minutes away, because she planned it like that. This is the type of planning this person planned. She planned it being 45 minutes from her house, okay, and then where I stayed at was 45 minutes from where she was at, because I wanted to get a hotel that was close to her house, okay. Though it wasn't the best hotel, who the hell cares, It came on. I showed it on camera. It was okay, But so she was trying to make it seem like that she needed to do me a favor. I'm like, you didn't do me no favor, because I wasn't comfortable in that room with her and him. Well, she got up, didn't take a shower, didn't wash her ass or nothing, and threw on them nasty shorts and to take me smelling like ass and corn chips. And I'm like, that's just disgusting. Like, to take me.
Even after sitting, wait a minute now. Even
Mhm.
after them having sex in front of you, they did not go like to the bathroom afterwards.
No,
They just laid
Uh-huh.
and left you
Yep.
on the side.
Yep.
Wow.
I was just like, oh my God, I cannot believe this. I was like, I'm in this car with this girl whose pussy is probably leaking, and it's just gross. I was just like, I was so mad. QB, I came back and I told Paulette, and I told Liv, and I said, I said, let me tell you what she did. And I was so mad. And then I told her when we woke up, I said, misunderstood, I heard you in the middle of the night. I said, I didn't want to hear nobody fucking. If I'm not getting on with, I told you I didn't want to hear you fucking. And she's like, that's not funny.
Oh, so she just laughed it off when you brought it to her attention.
Yeah, it's not funny. I was like, it's not funny. It's disgusting.
Oh, wow. So what's the whole situation with her talking about you didn't flush the toilet, you left urine and toilet?
Something's wrong with her because I went to the bathroom and you know how they have Kleenex on the back of the toilet. So I was wiping. I had brushed my teeth or whatever. So I was wiping the what do you call it, the counter or whatever. So I got the Kleenex and I wiped the counter and one fell in the toilet. So she's thinking, oh, she used the bathroom and she doesn't flush the toilet. And she just lost it. And she goes, can you please go in there and flush the toilet? I said, why? I didn't use it.
She said her dude had to tell you one time.
Her dude, that is a lie.
And she's saying this happened like on several occasions. It happened.
She's lying. She is fucking lying. Her dude never was in there when I used the bathroom. What the fuck is she talking about? She's a lying bitch. He never told me shit. She's just mad because I cussed him the fuck out. That's what it was. And he spit in her face and she's still dealing with this raggedy ass nigga that will never marry her nor claim her, you dumb bitch. That's all that is.
So you don't remember a time when he went behind you in the bathroom and could have seen piss and
hell no. Hell no. I flush the toilet every time I go there. Who don't flush the toilet? This bitch is lying. This bitch, she's just delusional.
Saying, Tricy, I'm gonna need you to flush the toilet, you forgetting or anything like that.
She told me that with that Kleenex, and I said, bitch, there's a Kleenex. It's a Kleenex. There's no, I didn't pee. I didn't do nothing to the toilet. I don't know what it is. She claims to be so clean. And I'm like, bitch, if you're so clean, why the fuck are you running in and out the shower, not washing your ussy and scrubbing your ass? That's what I want to know. Why didn't she bring
shower as if she had the water running but never got in it? Was she
had the water? Well, let me tell you.
Or wet?
No, let me tell you. She had that earbud in. She had the earbud in her ear, and she ran in the shower and then had her head twisted to the side so that the earbud wouldn't get wet, just to get her body wet on the outside, and then ran out and was drying herself off. And I was like, what the fuck?
It was no soap and lathering.
No. No, nothing.
Cloth or no shampoo or nothing like that.
No. That's why I was wondering. That's why I was mad. I was like, this bitch can't even take a shower. She can't even take a shower because she's on the phone with this nigga fighting with him. He's asking her, did you sleep in the same room? I don't know why, because I don't want her ass. She always said he was jealous because she always said I was cute and my skin and all this other shit. And she said that he thought that she was gay. And I'm like, well, you are, but she is. We all know that. And
misunderstood bisexual?
Yeah, she's had girlfriends and stuff.
Oh,
which
wow.
I just found that out. I didn't even know when she was talking to one person that I can't say. And I said, and then I said, you've had girlfriends before? And she was like, oh yeah. I was like, oh my God. I had no clue. So I guess he feels jealous. I don't know if he feels jealous because he knows that or what. I don't know. But I was like, don't nobody want you? I was like, I don't know why he's thinking, because But
wow,
that's what he was thinking.
You was the one that didn't brush your teeth or nothing like that. It was unbearable for her to take you back to your hotel room when y'all was in California.
It was unbearable. How was it unbearable?
She said you had some type of unclean odor to yourself.
Wait. What was this? In California?
Yeah, that's what she was saying.
Child, she is ridiculous. She is lying. Isn't that funny how she's the only person that said that? Bitch, I shower if anything in the summertime, I shower 3 times a day. And then I was shampooing my hair every single day. She's retarded and ridiculous, and she's lying because she's making up the fact that she was loosey-goosey, and that's all it was. I'm just like, you're ridiculous.
So
So
did you
I didn't
honestly
smell
think?
whore. Everybody knows I didn't smell, and it is what it is. But I didn't know this bitch was lying. No, I brushed my teeth. This bitch never brought a toothbrush because she's like, I can just buy one when I get there. She didn't buy a toothbrush. She didn't buy deodorant. So I don't know why the fuck she's lying.
So she had none of these things packed in her luggage?
No, because her thing, you know how she did. She went drip dry like she went with Envy. Like she'll buy undergarments and everything else where she's at. So I doubt if the bitch even brought any along with her. I didn't look in her suitcase, but everything she had was raggedy. To have money, why is everything you pulling out your suitcase raggedy? I don't understand.
So did you honestly think like $500 was gonna be enough, Tracy, once you got out?
Yes, I honestly thought $500 was gonna be enough. But see, she didn't tell
I was
people.
saying how many nights in Miami? It was like 2 or 3 nights, right?
Like 2 nights. But the thing is, QB, if this bitch is saying I smell, why wouldn't she repeat it? Okay, first of all, when BS was asking her, and then why would the bitch plan any other trips if she was so unhappy? Why would she? And then she claimed she paid for
Yeah,
my
that's what
my
I was
trip.
saying. If you knew how she was
Uh
smelling,
huh.
if you was
Exactly.
smelling all this rancid
She
in
lying.
California, why the fuck would you go on a cruise ship with her in a
Uh huh.
confined space where you really know you're gonna smell a motherfucker if they smelling? Like,
Exactly. This
I
bitch
didn't
didn't
understand
even.
that either.
I had all my shit with me. I don't know what she's talking about. I've always had all my toiletries. I paid for my trip to California and to Detroit. And the bitch is trying to pretend like she paid for everything. No, because she wants everybody to think she's rich and she's not. Because she's living in a little room in that raggedy house, that raggedy ass house that man got. The outside is nice, but the inside is trash.
You was
And she had
describing
a
that.
cat.
Tell us more about that. Cause
You
we
walk
only
in
seen
and it
a
was
piece
like,
where it looked like it's empty. Like she
it
was
was
sitting
like good
there and
times.
it's empty.
She had all this little cheap ass. There's all this little cheap ass stuff when you walk into. It was just it was just
Was it giving
tacky.
hoarders? Was it giving hoarders teas? Like
No, it
that?
just looked tacky. It gave me outdated, tacky 1980s teas, and that's all it gave me.
So
And I'm like, what?
unorganized dish. It was giving disheveled. You would
It
say.
was given just tacky. You know how you have something that's all outdated and old, just like that damn bookshelf she got up in there. It's all empty, and she's like, "That's how it is. It's a loft. It's supposed to be like that." I've never seen a big ass empty room like that, but she says that's how it's supposed to be.
So
Now
wait a minute, Tracy, let
downstairs,
me go back to Miami when y'all got off. So once you got off the cruise boat, once y'all got off the boat, y'all
uh-huh.
decided y'all was gonna stay in Miami for 2 more days.
Well, we had already planned on it, so I had already booked our hotel or whatever. That's where it came in. I booked the hotel, and
Mm-hmm.
when I got there, I had never booked a hotel in Florida, so I didn't know that they were going to charge you $100 extra per day because I had already paid the resort fee, right? And all I had to pay for was a room. So I was like, okay. So I went there, and the guy's like, it'll be, I think it was like 490 something dollars, 490 something, right? So of course my card is not going to go through because they were like, we put a hold on 200 and then you get it back when we check out. And I'm like, what? So I
Mm-hmm.
didn't know. I hadn't planned for that. I just started back to work again. Okay. So I didn't plan that. And I was like, okay. I said, misunderstood. Can you put the 200 on your card or whatever? And then she started getting antsy. And then she started, well, what do you mean? I was like, I said, can you just put the 200 on your card? And mind you, she's wealthy now. Okay. I said, you get it back when we check out. And she's like, well, I don't understand. Didn't you book it? And then Don Cato calls, and then she loses her shit, and she starts pounding herself in the head, beating herself in the head. I swear to God, I'll put down my
Wait,
grandma's grave. We're
physically,
sitting
she
down.
was physically beating herself in the head.
Yes, she was hitting herself in the head, and
Oh
I'm like,
my!
what is wrong with you? And
In,
she's
in
like,
the
I don't.
hotel lobby, while you
Yes,
the rooms paid for.
yes, QB. We're sitting down. There's a little stool thing, not stool, but a little bench like where you sit down next to the concierge thing. And so
Mm-hmm.
she's beating her hands in her head. And I'm like, are you okay? I said, all that we can do, it's okay. You could just put the 200, they're just going to charge your card. That's it. It's not going to. And she was like,
But
well, I
what
don't
in her
know.
head was all because you said that you needed her to pay the little $200.
Yes, and I'm like, what is her problem? Like, what? It freaked me out because I'm thinking, does she not have money or what? Why is she
Mm-hmm.
losing it? Because that she goes, well, I really didn't want to do that. And then she's talking to Don Cato, and I guess she's telling him, and she's like, he's trying to calm me down, and I'm like, what? Like, why are you even upset? Like every time this girl got upset, and it wasn't one time, it wasn't twice, she would just lose it. I don't know
But
what
did
her
she
issue
eventually
was.
pay the 200?
Well, yeah, finally she let them hold the 200, but that was before the lecture that she gave me when we went upstairs. What would you do, Tracy, if I wasn't here? What would you do for food? What would you do for this? Now,
So
mind
she
you,
said all of this to you after she paid the 200.
yep. Now,
Oh,
I guess she thought I
trying to
wasn't
lecture
gonna.
you like her child.
Yeah, that's why I was
What?
like,
What
what?
she
I said,
said? You say she said what now?
remember when she was like, well, Tracy, what would you do if I wasn't here? How would you eat? How would you do this? And I said, God will provide. Remember, that's what she reported that conversation or whatever. And I was like, why are you acting like that? Like you're my mother. And I was thinking, if I'm starving, I will be eating. Trust me. So stop. But so the guy, he did the 200 on there, and then he charged. I told him to charge the rest on my card, but I guess he hadn't charged it yet, or he charged maybe just the other portion that I had to pay for the resort fee because I knew I had to pay those. So I when we checked out or whatever, so I said go ahead and charge. I said go ahead and just charge the remaining balance, which was 190 something on my card, which he did. So my card went through when we left. And then I said go ahead and refund her back the 200 from her card. He goes okay, and it was no problem. But she was freaking out every time the
So you
concierge took
saying
our
she
bags
got
up.
that money back? She got that 200
Yeah,
back.
she got it back. So I'm like, bitch, you didn't pay nothing. So why are you concerned? I mean, I know she did pay for the bikes and she paid for our meals, some of our
How
meals
much
there.
do you
So
remember the bikes being? Because she said it was 400 and then a $200 deposit.
she's claiming it was that much. I don't remember it being that much, but I told her whatever it was, I was going to pay her back, right?
You don't remember how
But
much they was
CQB,
asking y'all for per hour for the bike?
it was like 100. So we were out for like 3 or 4 hours. So it may have been 400.
Okay.
Okay.
So she
So
gave
I
you
told her, I said, okay, I'm going to pay you back in 2 weeks. I told her that wasn't good enough. Apparently,
So how
every
much
time
did
she
you
kept saying,
already agree to pay her back in 2 weeks?
yeah, in the beginning, I told her I'll pay you back in 2 weeks, whatever you need to lend me, because I called my friend and she couldn't lend it. And I said, okay, fine.
So
And
you
I said,
didn't
I'll pay
know
you
the
back in two
amount
weeks.
that you didn't have a set amount when you agreed to pay in 2 weeks yet? You didn't have an
Nuh-uh.
amount
Because
yet?
whatever it was, I just would have paid her because I make like 1,500 every 2 weeks. So I
So
was like,
she said
after
she
tax,
sent you an itemized bill of what you owe
she
her. Did you
she's a
receive that?
damn lie. What?
Yeah, she said that. She
Okay, show it. Can you have her show
said
it?
she sent you
Please show
a
it.
bill
Please
of
show it,
how much
QB.
everything cost. And that was
She's
before
a
y'all really got into the thick of it.
She's a fucking lie. She never did. And it doesn't matter because I was going to pay her back. I told her let me tell you what she wanted to do. She was getting receipts everywhere we went, which was fine. Okay. And she was like, and then she wanted to, in the middle of the cruise, or not the cruise, but in the middle of the South Beach, she was like, let's figure out, she goes, let's figure out how much you owe me. And I'm like, why? I'm like, why do we need to sit there and figure out? She wanted to sit there and calculate and figure out everything I owe her in the middle of a damn
So you
vacation. I'm like, are you okay?
weren't keeping a running total yourself, Treacy? Because that's what I would have did. I would have been
Hell
keeping
no, I didn't need it because you know why? I was thinking I'm just like that, QB. I'd be like, if you say I owe you this, I owe it to you. That's okay.
Oh,
That's
okay.
how I am. But this bitch,
We'll just
yeah,
give
she
it
was
to
she was acting, and this is what leads me to think it was her last money because why was she acting like that? Like everywhere she was like, Tracy, do you know how much this costs? Do you know how much this? I was like, what? Like literally, I was like, why are you telling me how much this costs? Like she goes, you don't even care because it's not your money. I said, oh my God. I said, misunderstood. I've already told you I'll pay you back in 2 weeks. Why are you tripping? She would do that
She
every
wants to
time.
stop you from having fun to go over the bills.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, no.
Do you think Don Cato has something to do with this? With her
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
about
Oh,
the
yeah.
money and trying to hound you?
And about recording me. Yeah.
Everything was circulated around him, and he wasn't even fucking there.
That's what I'm saying. This man ruined our trip. I'm like, why didn't you go? She did not have to go. My thing. It was her idea in the beginning, but then I said, okay, we're gonna, stalk Jay Wilson. Then when we made up, I said, okay, we're not. We're just gonna have fun. Okay. And that's what we were gonna do. And I was gonna have fun anyways with him. I wasn't gonna stalk him as far as like, doing nothing illegal, but I was just gonna take pictures and have a good time and be silly. That's what we're gonna do. And then all of a sudden, then I was like, well, we're gonna have fun, while we're there too. But if she didn't want to go, why would she even think of it? It's because that nigga, because he had already said he was not gonna fuck with her, and she wanted to be there where she can stalk him and all that shit and do whatever she wanted to do. But she should have just said, I'm not going. It wouldn't have made me no difference because when she was acting out in the beginning and she was like, I need to get a flight, I need to leave, I can't get on this boat, I need to go, I need to leave. I was just looking at her like she was crazy.
Tell us about that. You say before y'all got on the boat, when y'all was in the shared hotel room,
This was when she ran off with my birth certificate. Okay. She had a meltdown when I told her, misunderstood. Why are you walking off from me? I said, I need you to stay right here by me. And
Wait,
she was like,
this? When was this?
remember, I just told you that. That was when we were walking up and she had ran off with my birth certificate and I had hers because she went one way and I went one way because I did the online check-in. I kept telling her to check in online. She pretended like her anxiety was so high that she couldn't check in online. She's a damn lie. She couldn't stay off her phone with that nigga long enough for her to check in and to get the internet package. So I don't know how she was saying this was a business trip because, bitch, you didn't make no money because you didn't get the internet like I told your dumb ass to do. So she was waiting for to get till she got on the cruise. Okay. So then she lost it and was like, you know what? I have to do things for myself. They told me to go this way, Tricy. It was just crazy. And then she starts looking and yelling and everybody was looking at us. That's when she had the meltdown and she was telling the lady, how, I need to get to a plane. How do I get off? I mean, just acting crazy. How do I get to I need to get the next flight out. I need to get off this boat. I need to get, and I was like, and not only that wasn't the first time she did that again when we were in South Beach. And I'm like, she is batshit crazy. Like I had never experienced her acting like that other than remember when we got into it when I was in Cali and she came in the room all like she was going to kick ass. And I'm thinking, bitch, I would have gave you 4 black eyes. You ain't coming in here thinking you gonna boss up on me. So I guess she calmed her ass down. I was like, because I'm not here for it. She's talking about what she was gonna do when she got there. Bitch, please. I was like, with who? Okay. Bitch, I ain't never had no odor. I'm like, oh, you are disgusting. You look like you stank. When I woke up every day, I look like I smelled good and smelled good, ho. Because I had perfume. So I'm like, is she okay?
Let me read these super chats right quick, honey. Give me 1 second. Thank you, Love Music. Florida is a 2-party consent state. This means that in Florida, with a few exceptions, all parties involved in a private conversation must consent to the recording of that conversation. Ooh.
Yeah, I already on my lunch break I called SAPD and they said that I have to contact Florida and go about it from there because it's a 2-party state. She's trying to pretend like that it was a video or whatever. It was a different situation. No, ho. You recorded the conversation.
And thank you again, Love Music. I appreciate you, Love. Gang, gang. Is it a video or just a recording?
From my understanding, it's just a recording. Well, from my understanding, it's just a recording. But you cannot, even if it's a video or a recording, it's a 2-party state. You still can't, you can't record people without their consent. So she's fucked up there. So she screwed up. So I'm thinking the bitch needs to leave me alone because see, I'm trying to.
Have you heard it yet or been able
No, they were just telling me what it said, and I was like, well, whatever. Because
what did the girls tell you that they said?
Well, they just said that I was saying that, I leave it to God and I was discussing my finances or whatever. And I was probably talking about, I don't know if I was talking about Noble or not, but I don't care because anything I ever talk with on the phone with people, I don't talk about people that I'm friends with to other friends.
You remember having no type of conversation with her like that?
No, I do remember. I remember having that conversation. I said she was recording me because I kept thinking, doesn't she have that thing in her ear? And I was like, doesn't she have somebody on the phone? I remember thinking that. So she was recording me then. And I don't know why she was doing that. I guess she was thinking she wasn't going to get her fucking money back. And then she was all, I know money is a sensitive situation, she was saying. And I was like, what? I was like, what are you saying? I said, there's nothing sensitive about it. You either have it or you don't. You either pay or you don't.
To me, it seemed like she tried to pull you in to get you hemmed up in a money scheme.
Yeah, she was trying. I honestly don't think QB that she.
Seeming like she just keep on bringing up money.
Yeah, that's all she was doing, and I'm not used to that because I was laughing at 7 Stars because she kept doing that when she was in Vegas, and I'm like, why do you keep bringing up how much money? She's like, everything's so expensive, and I was like, you're on vacation, it happens, But my thing, let me tell you what happened with me. When I went there, I was on the cruise, and I brought me a lobster, which was $50, okay, and then her crab legs were like, I forgot how much they were, but then the other girls, Terica, her shrimp was $30, okay, so that was already $100 and something. So I didn't plan on spending that much because why? I already had free food. I understand I spent $50 for my crab, but she had never paid me back for, the crab legs. I don't know how much they were. I guess they were 40 or 50, I imagine. Okay. And so Terica had never paid me back because I didn't think to ask her. I really didn't think about it. So it was like $30 there. So they were charging water to my tab because they were getting bottled waters. So I'm thinking, bitch, stop trying to act like I went broke because I had $500 before I went there. Okay. And that's because, and the only thing that didn't go through was that fucking $200.
You about the expenses after y'all got off the cruise.
Right. And I get it. Yeah, the food. The food
in Miami. She said y'all
the
went
food in the bite.
several times in Miami and other things.
Yeah, she was right. And yeah. And so because I didn't know it would bother her because I was like, I told her I saw I'll pay you in 2 weeks. But I guess she didn't want, I don't know if it was bothering her, if she felt she wasn't going to get it back, because she just kept going and going and going. And I'm like, what is wrong with her? Like, why does she keep asking? I said, why do you keep bugging me about this money? Like, seriously. I told, and she goes, well, do you
roughly listen. Owe her? So what do you honestly think you may roughly owe her?
I don't know. I'm not gonna even say for legal purposes, but because I'm not gonna pay her nothing. But I was though. I was. Honestly, I was. I was like, okay, but you know what? I was like, fuck her. When she was talking shit behind my back before we even left, you're supposed to be my best friend. You're talking shit about me behind my back, and bitch, she knows that's a motherfucking.
So who was she initially talking shit to about you?
To Joyce and Kimmy. She told them that
who again? You say who again? Joyce and who?
Joyce and Kimmy.
And Kimmy.
Yeah, she was telling Kimmy that she really didn't want to go, and Joyce, she told Joyce.
Bullshit.
She told Joyce she really didn't want to go, and all this other shit too. And I was like, what? And I was like, well, then don't go if you don't want to go. Nobody was forcing her ass to go. She was trying to make it, and she didn't have, like, none of her galaxies were going. And that's another thing. She was mad because nobody went, and she was trying to lie and say there was a secret person that went.
How many galaxy members did she walked up to y'all?
None.
Oh my, she had none?
None. That's why she was mad. And so everybody
was there. How many pieces?
1, 2. Let's see. With their partners, 1, 2. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see, 5, 6. Yeah, 6. 6 were there. So anyway.
Yeah, 0. But she was claiming that it was a mystery galaxy person.
She claimed there was somebody that was there.
That dude. What's the dude name? What they say the dude name? It was him.
Blake or whatever. Child, I was just like, so I said, okay, misunderstood. She's so busy worried about people because she told me that on the phone. She goes, they said I didn't have anybody there for me, but there was a secret person. I said, why are you bringing that up? That's not even an issue.
No,
it was stupid. I said, why are you bringing that up? Right?
It gotta be a secret if they're there for you, Miss Thing Girl.
I was like, girl, please. And then she was like, well, she goes, yeah, so they were there for me. And then she goes, we've got to add up the totals, Treecy. I said, what? She was starting again. Now, mind you, we had just got back a few days before. She's like, we have to add up the totals. I'm thinking, bitch, if I told you, you have the receipts, ho. Why are you telling me I have to add up anything? I don't have shit to add up. Add it up and tell me how much I fucking owe you. That's what I told the dumb bitch. Mm-hmm. And she was still going on and still didn't come out and clear my fucking name and all this other shit. And that's when I started dragging her ass until she came out. And then I drug her out of Bolivian. And then she wants to be shocked. Well, you all of a sudden you were dragging me because, bitch, you were doing other shit. She talking about she was studying and she was failing. Bitch, if you failed, you was failing because you're dumb. That's why. Because you're on meth, bitch.
This one y'all got back?
Yeah. She couldn't wait. She could not wait. I was trying to call her that Thursday. I tried to call her that Friday. And see, Fridays and Saturdays is her day with that nigga, right? So I was like, okay. And so I kept trying to call her. She didn't call me all night, didn't return text or nothing. She told me, oh, I have to unplug sometimes. Well, you never unplugged before. She never unplugged before.
And you saying all this happened after she had put out that she may have been possibly stalked?
No, this was before. This was before that.
Before?
Yeah, this was before when I tried to call her that Friday. I didn't find out nothing about no stalking until afterwards. And when I kept trying to get, I was not kept trying to get a hold of her, but
she was avoiding you twice.
No, she was avoiding me that Friday. And then she called me at 5:30 in the morning that Saturday. It's not a normal time for her to call me. She's like, it's normal. No, bitch, I'm back to work. It is not normal for you to call me at 5:30 in the morning. She got me fucked up. That was not normal. I'm like, what are you talking about? And so she called me because that's the time that she got finished, whatever she was doing, and she got back home. No, I'm not answering my phone at that time, bitch. And then she waited till I got to work and was calling me, and I still didn't answer. That's why I was avoiding you, bitch, because there's no reason to. If I call you and you with that nigga and you can't answer the phone, she was calling me. Whenever she calls me, I answer the phone no matter what the fuck I'm doing usually. So why all of a sudden, if I'm, if she's busy, she kept answering his phone all the while that he was calling us on the fucking cruise. But now the bitch don't want to answer when I'm calling. That's why I was like, she got me fucked up. I'm not answering when she calls me all the time. because she didn't answer for me that Friday. So that's why she was saying, I kept trying to call her and she wouldn't answer. Yeah, because you're a fucking bitch and I know what the fuck you were doing. You were trying to diss people for whatever reason. And it showed me that that was true, QB, because why would she have recorded that conversation? She was already trying to set me up from the beginning. Because that was after we had got back, we got back home.
And then talking to Beasley too. Yeah, that's
yeah. So she's a horrible friend. She's an awful friend.
The information while you actively with somebody. Yeah,
exactly.
After that, Demetria want to know, did MU get baptized on South Beach?
Yes, and I have the video, and I don't know what she got baptized from. I guess from lying and recording me and shit because she was crying, and I thought it was so. I remember saying it was such a beautiful thing. It was just horrible. I'm gonna put the video out for you guys. It was just horrible because now that I think back on it, I'm like, was she faking?
Wait a minute, honey. Who baptized her? Thank you, Demetria.
This random people we met on the beach. These two guys. She said the one was cute that baptized her, but he had a wedding ring on, but she don't care apparently. But anyway.
Who is these people?
They were nice. I think they were really nice. She went to their church because I wasn't going because I didn't have proper church attire. I wasn't going to go in some damn leggings and a swim top or a top with no bra because my bra was full of sand. And so I didn't go. And she was like, well, I'm going to go. So she took off in a cab to go to the church. And I was like, well, that's nice. She went to church before we had even got into it. I said, that's nice. She went to church because she really wanted to go. I said, maybe that's where God wants you to be. We were bonding. I thought we bonded on a different level. Remember, we both went live. She lied. She lied talking about we bonded. And how did we bond? With you fucking recording me and shit. She's a lying bitch. That's all she is.
Wait a minute. Did she go to did she have a baptism before she went to church or after?
Yeah, she got baptized in the ocean.
Before she went to the church.
Yeah, she went to the church because we were going to go to the church the next day, but I didn't have anything to wear. And I was like, I don't go to church like that. I don't go before God like that. I just can't. That's just me. And she, so we were talking and everything.
She felt the Holy Ghost and she ran to church.
Yeah, and then she went to church, and I don't know what happened. I guess, and then she was crying. And I was like, was she crying because she knew she had stabbed me in the back?
She was doing dirty stuff.
That's what it was. That's what it was. The guilt. The guilt. That's so fucked up. I was like, okay, whatever. So she went to the church and everything, and the girls were like, tell Treecy hi, and because we had met the girls, and after we had met the two guys, and then the girls had came. And and they were like, oh, it's so wonderful. And it was a beautiful moment. But with Misunderstood, she's full of shit. So to me, it wasn't sincere because how could you have just did all this shit and talk bad about me? And we're on South Beach and you're just like, you're just pretending like you didn't receive the Holy Ghost and you're a new person. She even looked different. She was like glowing. She even looked different. And I don't know what happened, but I'm like, girl, you are just fucked up. Had she not have gone there, had we not have gone there, that would have never happened. But she don't care. But that's okay because she'll never find another good friend.
Do you even regret going to South Beach? Do you wish you would just got off the cruise ship and went?
No, I don't regret it at all. I had a blast. I had a good time. I don't regret it at all. Not at all. And she would have had her money back. All she had to do was not be talking shit about me, not be trying to tell Kimmy and them, oh, I had to lend her money and blah 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 and talking shit to Beasley. She would have had it back.
But that's what I'm saying. Why Kimmy worried about some money that MU had to loan you when didn't she have to get money from MU?
I don't know, but she paid her back. She paid her back because Jay Wilson said she didn't want her having that over her head.
Why is you asking about somebody else's situation when you had a very similar situation going on? And then she claimed she paid the money back, but then claimed somebody gave her the money and she did what she wanted to do with it. So did you pay the woman back the money or not, Kimmy? So you over there playing mind games and trickery and twisting words and shit up. Did you pay the lady or not?
But I think that she's just sick of Misunderstood as well because then with Misunderstood,
she fell out with her first.
Well, yeah, they kept falling out. Yeah. Well, me and Kimmy had fell out too.
Remember Alliance? And when y'all wasn't featuring what Misunderstood was doing, Kimmy came her ass out here, turned on you and Fat Baby.
Yeah. I never forget that. I don't forget that. So that's why I say, I'm just done, QB. It's really sad. I'm just done with, she did not have to record me. This bitch knew that I never be on the phone with people because I don't want to be recorded. I don't like, not that I have anything to hide, but I don't need to be recorded. She did not have to go tell people my business, but that's okay. I never came on this bitch saying I was rich. So I don't give a fuck. So you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I know what I need to do. I've talked to my
She put a
apartment people.
target on
I'm
herself.
stable.
You think she put a target on herself because she was finding her pocketbook around these streets? Remember when she
She wants people to think she has money, but I don't think she really does, QB. She wants people to think she has money, but I don't think she really does. But my thing is, what is she gonna do after 8 years when that little boy's 18? What is she gonna do then? Because you have your child support now from that doctor, and that's what you're spending. I get it. And you're funneling other people's credit cards. I don't know why she got other folks' credit cards and shit, but that's on her.
And speaking
But
of child support, do you have any plans on paying Noble's child support? I hope not, honey, but we just want to know.
no. Well, if me and Noble happen to, well, we already are together, but if we happen to be, I become his wife, like Noble, I don't really believe in weddings, but if we live together, that's considered me being his wife. If we're a unit, if he needs help paying his child support, yes, I will help him pay his
How
child
many
support.
kids he got on support?
One.
Mm.
Yeah, I will. But I don't have a problem with that. That's not even an issue with me. Noble has lent me money. I have lent him money,
She was also saying that the cash apps that you was receiving from your pieces, you was sending to Noble, but you said that was a lie. Why was she saying
How does
that?
this bitch know? How does this bitch know what I'm sending? How does she know if it's not coming out my check? She swears she fucking knows everything. She's weird. Something is really wrong with her, and I really didn't notice that she was like all off in everything, just doing anything. Anything anybody does, she has to outdo this person.
Well, have you
She has
ever
to outdo
sent
that
Noble
person.
any of your donations from your people? Have you ever helped him out or lent him anything from out of your donation?
Not out of my donations, no, but I have cashed out him money if he needs money for something. I'll cash
Okay,
out
but
him some
not
money.
nothing
Like if he needs $20 or something like that.
Because the way
Nah.
she was making it seem like you was taking from your people to get at that nigga.
Child, please. I'm telling you. She was complaining because she was complaining, telling me on VS's how I told her that told her people that she's rich, she don't need donations. It was a joke and I was laughing. I said she's rich, she tells her people that, and that's why she's mad because she don't get donations and I do. That's why. And she's so jealous. I don't know what she's so jealous of.
Why you think she wasn't getting no donations? Y'all was
She
both
said it.
live. Y'all
She
both
said it.
cash apps and stuff. So why was she lacking in the donations when you was getting plenty?
I don't know. I guess she was counting mine because I wasn't telling her how much donations I was getting. So I guess she was counting mine and she was thinking she don't get donations.
So
I don't know.
She wasn't telling her people to cash app her?
She would. She wouldn't say that, like cash at me or whatever.
That's a smart thing to do. If you thought you was getting way too overboard with the expenses, you should have been like, well, girl, I need a little help, y'all. Send me a few cash apps.
She did say, well, no, she did say that when we were in South Beach. She goes, I even clapped for her. My person, my Panny sent me $50 and sent her $50. And I was happy for her. See what I'm saying? I'm just like, girl, but you don't, because Misunderstood doesn't have it like she wants people to think. That's the problem. She doesn't have it like that. And I could tell by the way she was acting. Everywhere, everything was, how much does this cost? Okay, so I've got to tip this person. I've got to tip this cab driver. I've got to do this. I'm like, girl, I paid for one cab ride. You pay for one cab ride.
She had a budget. Do you think Don Cato gave her a budget?
Don Cato don't have no money like that. Don Cato don't have no money like that. Where was he getting money from? Child, please. Where was he getting money from?
Love Music say, Treecy, do you think MU enrolled in school so that she can live off the school loan?
You know what? I didn't think about that before, but she does get fund. She would qualify for funding. She may have. Now, I think that she's in school and passing? No. There's no way, because she could not stop from thinking about that man. So she went right over there. She wasn't worried about no homework. Normally on Fridays, she'd be like, oh, I had my phone off because I was doing homework. I've been doing homework all day. I'm failing. I've got to do that. And so I just honestly don't think that she's passing in it. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. And I'm just like,
believe she is enrolled in some type of classes?
Yeah, she's enrolled in school. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She just ain't taking it seriously, is she?
I don't think. No, I think that she can't because she's too skittish in the mind. Now I don't know how she said she had a business. She said that she was a, what do you call it? Like a coordinator. And I'm thinking, how?
Event planner.
How was she that? Because she can't even remember. She couldn't remember what the damn bike place was. I was like, bitch, it's on the next street. She couldn't remember where our hotel was. I was like, we've been riding up and down the street. How do you not know that that's not our hotel? That our hotel's not on the street?
Was you
It's
scared
triple.
when she was driving y'all on that little bike?
Yes.
A little bit.
I'm not a thrill seeker, so it was fun, but then I was kind of scared too because I was thinking I'm gonna get ran the fuck over. And see, with Erica out there, we could have got our ass ran over because Erica and her husband could have been riding down the street.
Wait, how was she driving, Treecy? Was she driving well, or was she kind of skittish and shit?
She kept hitting the fucking curb. I was so mad. I was looking at her like, "Are you okay?" She said I elbowed her. I don't remember, but she kept hitting the curb. And I was like, why are you driving like that? And she was like, I'm trying to do this and I'm trying to do. I was like, oh my God. This is why I did not want to get the bikes. This is why I was like, because I thought she's going to go crazy. She's too over the top. Oh. I'm glad we didn't go on the highway. You know how we were playing and we were like, should we go on the highway? Should we go on the highway? You know how we were acting like that, whatever. It was just fun to be silly, but that's okay. You know, I had an experience and it was an experience. And, you know, I'm not going to let that hinder me from meeting other people. But I tell you what, I'll be very guarded with whoever else I'm on the phone with because I'm not on the phone like that with nobody. You've never heard me in some scandal over being on the phone with people. But with her, but you know, you live and learn. It's hurtful, but you know, it is what it is.
So do you really feel like you had a genuine friendship with MU before all
this popped off? Yep, I sure did. And she's talking about, oh, well, she probably did this because she didn't want to pay me back. No, bitch, that's your thought because I think that she had spent some bill money or something. I don't know what she did, but she just lost it. When it came to money, she lost it. And I don't know what happened. I was like, why didn't you just wait? It ain't even been 2 weeks. I'm like, bitch, are you okay? And she's already telling me, well, do this and do that. And I'm like, what? Then after she had sent me how much I owed her, I think I said, okay, or whatever. And then she sent me something saying, and $550. And I'm like, what? I was like, where did she get? And I just didn't respond. After that, I didn't respond. And that was when I found out that she had been talking shit. And I'm like, are you serious? And then she tried to cover it up with Joyce talking about that Don Cato had locked down her account. No, bitch, you were trying to hide. And it took me coming out here and skull drugging your ass for your motherfucking ass to bring your ass out here and be the bitch that you think that you are. But you still hid, so you're a coward ass hoe. Same thing.
So what you think she gonna do now at this point? You think
I don't know what the fuck she gonna do, but she gonna wait for these charges. She gonna wait for these charges because I'm gonna see what my grounds are for Florida. I gotta call Florida on Monday and see what my grounds are for her for filing against her.
So if you can, you will press charges on her?
Oh yeah, mm-hmm. Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense. The whole thing. I'm just like, are you serious? Like, bitch, you're dumb. Like, you're just dumb. I just don't understand that. Like, I would have never recorded her for what? I wasn't your op, bitch. I was like your sister, supposedly. Child.
How long did you know? How long before did you know MU before y'all became friends or call yourself being friends?
I had known her. I've known her for like 2 years, remember? And that was, and we you know, it developed over a period of time, of course, you know, with us talking and everything.
About but 2 years, y'all had known each other prior to.
Well, no, I known her for 2 years total. So when she was over there and she was methed out or whatever, and she was relapsing, that's when I was in her chat and I started fighting for her all over YouTube. And so, which was about 2 years ago, you know. So then after, I think it had been like a good year, then we solidified, okay, you know, we were like, okay, you know, we're going to meet up or whatever. That's when I found out, I thought we had a lot in common. You don't know if you have a lot in common with no damn person until you meet them. Trust me. Because you can think you have stuff in common and you be like, no.
What do you think y'all had in common prior to meeting up?
Well, because we both are kind of quirky. I know that. And then we have like similar shapes in a sense. Okay. She just don't have a belly, you know, and I'm a little bit more swollen in my midsection, but we, you know, we both don't have, you know, we don't have asses really. We just have boobs. So I was like, okay. And then, you know, we're just like girly girls and we would talk and I was like, we're just the same. We're alike. But I guess to me, it seems like we have a lot of opposite things because like, I'm more into like how I'm looking, if I'm matching, how I'm smelling, things like that. She's not, she could care less. She'll throw on some clothes. This is why I'm like, bitch, and you trying to say I smell? I'm the one that's all into smelling good and looking good. She's the one that's into fucking and throwing on some damn raggedy ass shorts with a coochie juice running down her legs. Not me.
Oh my. Oh.
You know, so I'm like, are you serious? And she lives her life like that. It's just disgusting, you know? I mean, what you have a bitch, the cat is not using the litter box. Another one. Okay, the cat is not using the litter box, and then the whole room is funky, and her daughter's telling her, Mom, get rid of this cat. And she's saying, I'm going to keep the cat. I'm just going to train it. I'm gonna train it. And I'm like, what? I'm like, you're going in the room and it stinks. That is disgusting. And you're still
Oh
trying to
man,
keep the cat.
who wrong? Who wrong got the litter box in it?
It was just an empty room that the cat was in. I guess a cat room. And the cat, I guess, wasn't pissing in the litter box, so it was stinking. And the
Oh
cat
my,
was just
it was doing a
nasty.
superfoot. It was doing like them.
Yep. I'm
Oh,
like, you are nasty. That's disgusting. That's probably why she got a ringworm on her face.
so you did? You think that was a ringworm on her face?
Yeah, it was. You can tell.
Oh
It was a
my,
ringworm.
where you think she got that from?
Well, they said from drugs, because I thought she had stopped using them, but the way she was acting on that cruise, she had took something. I mean, nobody's that nervous. You are not that nervous and shy. I'm like, please,
So you saying you noticed a drastic mood change once y'all got up on that ship?
Well, once we were in that hotel, when
Mm-hmm.
she first came into the hotel, she seemed like she had an attitude. I don't know what it was. So I believed them when she was saying she didn't want to go. I don't know why she had an attitude. She said, I just keep thinking about how I'm going to fail in school. I'm like, are you seriously going to be thinking about that the whole trip? That's what she was saying. And if she was worried about school, the bitch would have got on there and got the fucking internet like I was telling her to. But she was pretending like she was so nerved up, and she wasn't. And so she couldn't get on there and get the internet, and she didn't want to check in because she was going to wait till she got there and all this other bullshit. No, she was thinking about that raggedy ass nigga that don't nobody want. Okay, that old ass nigga that's gonna be half dead, and you gonna be old by yourself. Okay, with bunions on your motherfucking feet, hoe. Okay, I'm just like whatever. But that's what this is about. This is all about that nigga. That's why. If I guarantee you, if I would have never cussed his ass out when he was calling her when we was trying to get ready and get dressed. Oh no, if I would have never cussed his ass out before.
What did you say to him when you cussed him out?
I said, why can't she fucking? This is our trip. Why can't he ruined the first girls trip we had when I went down there? So I was like, is he still at it again? I said, are you still with the same nigga?
Was he on speakerphone so he could hear you? Or
she had him on speaker so I could hear him at first, and then she put it in Bluetooth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then he was all he was all telling her, I guess you're in the, are you in the separate room or whatever? And she goes, I didn't stay in the same room with her. I didn't stay in the same room with her. And she goes, ah, ah. And I was like she was crying, and I was like, oh my God. I was like, and I'm sitting there looking at her through the mirror, and I'm like, she's not well. She's not well.
So then that's when you intervened and you said what to him?
That's when I was like, why the fuck? I said, why the fuck are you in there with this nigga? I mean, are you talking with the same ass nigga? I'm sick of it. I said, and that's when I went live. And she got mad because she couldn't scream and rant and rave like she wanted to because I was live. And she was all, why are you live? I wouldn't do that to you. And blah, 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 blah. And blah, blah, blah. That's why I was like, you know what, y'all? I'm just going to go.
Oh. Yeah,
that's when I ended my live. But before I ended my live,
too much checking in.
It was just too much. She was all skittish.
And she made it like not
comfortable.
She tried to make it uncomfortable for you, but
but she wasn't gonna ruin my. That's why she was mad. That's why she was mad, because she couldn't ruin my good time. She wanted me to react when she said she was gonna get on a plane, and I didn't. I just stayed looking at her stupid, like I want to go upside her head. She said, and I did look like that. She said, "You look like you want to go upside my head." I said, "I really did." And so and so when she said that I didn't care when she said she was gonna leave, whatever. I wasn't gonna. I don't. She wanted me to kiss her ass and misunderstood. Just calm down, calm down. No, I'm not like that. I'm not doing that because that's what she wants. She wants a reaction.
Prior to this trip, did you believe that MU was still sober?
Yes. I believe she was still sober with my whole. I kept telling everybody she is sober. What are y'all talking about? I thought she was sober. I really thought she was sober. But then I heard about the drinking and all this other stuff, and I'm like, oh, she wasn't sober. And I thought about it, and I said, QB, that's why she went running across the customs or whatever. That's why she went running up there, walking off from everybody. She was probably gonna hand them my birth certificate. So they could, if she got arrested, they could have put it under my name or some shit.
Oh my!
It was just weird. I was just thinking that. Now I may just be paranoid, but I was thinking, why was she? So in my opinion, she had something on her.
Had something on her and was gonna pull a switcheroo, use your name if she got caught up.
Yep. But I do think that she had something with her on that cruise. I do believe she had something with her. I sure do, because there's no way the way she was acting. There's no way somebody's gonna be acting like that.
Wow.
And then for her to be telling people she's bored and all this, I'm like, girl. And then she's pacing up and down the ship. Like, why are you pacing like that? It was
Mm.
just it was just crazy. I'm like, you are having a moment where you're fiending. Nobody's pacing up and down the walk. And then she tried to say because Erica's husband was outside of her door. She goes, why do you think I was outside walking up and down the deck? Because he was outside my room. Child, I said, what? But I thought she didn't know how he looked. Okay.
So do you believe they got the knocking on her door and running or no?
Yeah, from what she said, yeah, I believe that.
Oh.
I believe that from what now if she said now from believing what she said as far as the people if they were taking pictures all in her face, it contradicted what she said because she claimed that she didn't know she was even being stalked. So if you didn't know you was even being stalked, then how do you remember these people that they were taking pictures of you all in front of your face? See, it just don't make sense. She
See
got
any of
caught
the
in a lot of
videos
lies.
that Erica Kelly had put up?
Did what?
Did
What'd
you
you say?
see any of the videos Erica put up?
I seen one of them, but I didn't. I had subscribed to her, but then I unsubscribed because I was like, nah, I don't want to. That kind of it was just too much. And then, but I'm not mad. The thing is, I'm not mad at Erica, and I'm going to tell you why. Because she wants me to fight Erica for her. No, bitch, I'm not fighting Erica for you, hoe. Because you shouldn't have been talking shit about me. I'm thinking
Yeah,
she should have
Erica
threw her.
wasn't stalking you. Erica was stalking her allegedly. So why would you
Yeah,
want
well,
to
see, and
her
if I'd have
fault?
known, well, because if she would have told me before, I could have stopped it. Okay, I would have went to Eric and said, "What's going on?" But misunderstood was like, "Oh, you wouldn't believe me. Why? I ain't never not believed you for nothing else. So what would make her think that? She was just lying. That's all it was. She wanted to wait and see because she knew Erica had she had been loosey goosey with them guys on the boat or whatever. So she waited to see if Erica came out with footage of that. That's why she was quiet. She was laying and waiting. That's what it was. Hmm.
Mm.
Hmm. That's why she didn't come live. Oh yeah. So fuck her. I'm done with her. It's hurtful. I'm getting over it, and that's all it is to it.
Well, I hope you get better soon, honey. And yeah, oh, it seems like you done made your mind up. You say you ain't paying her shit, bitch.
Nope, nothing. Not one dime.
Charges you
Mm-mm.
will because of the recordings. They were
Hmm.
illegal. Oh, are you
Yep.
prepared if she try to bring you up in court for a civil?
Oh, I'm ready. I told her take me to court, bitch. I'm ready to go.
Well, shit, you already know the type of lawyers she deal with, so you may win.
Exactly right. Child, all I need to do is bring a picture of Don Cato, and she'll lose all her common sense. She won't be able to think or speak.
Oh no,
So
man. Wait a minute. Now I remember you saying something about the resort child was at in Cali that it was
mhm.
where she regularly had picked up Johns before at. How you find that
Okay. She told me when we were going in there. She goes, I said, "This is a nice Marriott." I said, "Wow, it's nice." She goes, "This is where I used to pick up my Johns at. I would meet him here."
out? Oh
I
no,
was like,
man.
"Oh, okay." Mhm. I was like, "Okay, yeah." So yep. But I just was like, oh my God. But when she started telling shit, I was like, do you know all the shit that I have on you? I was like, bitch, I don't even like doing that, but fuck you, because I'll never talk to you again. She's a raggedy ass bitch to take me over there and to stay in the same room, the same bed with me and everything. And then she gonna try and pretend like, oh, well, I don't like Treecy. And bitch, you like me well enough before. Who's gonna get on a flight wasting money if you don't like somebody? That's just stupid.
Mhm.
It's just stupid. It don't make no damn sense. Just to go out talking about it's a business. How was it a business when her ass didn't even get the internet before the time? She didn't even get any. How was it a business when she
Oh, so
claimed
she
she was?
gonna try to spin it as if it was a business trip and you was on her expenses.
I guess that's what she said. It was a business trip. She was telling some people, and I was like, how was it a business? Because the bitch, she was supposed to get interviews, but she was in there loosey goosey with her pussy thrown to the moon. So I'm like, how was it? How did she get? She got a few interviews, but that's about it. So how was it business? She's just full of shit.
Mhm.
She thinks that people think she's a business person. I'm like, everybody knows that you get child support, bitch. You don't work, so stop. It don't make any sense.
Wait, so you saying the majority of her money just coming from child support?
Yeah, that's all the money she gets is child
Was she
support.
giving
She
her
don't.
child support payments to these people on YouTube?
Yeah, she don't have
Oh my
any. She don't have a
God.
job, babe. She don't.
Oh,
She don't
Lord.
have a job. Yeah.
The child support payments are supposed to be for the child, not
Well,
for
that's
the
what people would think. That's what one would think, child.
wow. Say it ain't
Yeah,
so, MU. Say it ain't so. Oh
it's
no,
pathetic. But you know what? That's
man.
okay. Yeah, and so that's why I'm saying, that's why, and being that it was, her child's money, I was like, and not only that, but I was like, I was gonna pay her
That's
back in 2 weeks.
abusing what them funds is for, honey.
Child. Like
That's
I said, it'll stop in 8 years.
Lord, that ain't right.
Child. It'll stop in 8 years, child. So I'm
Was
like,
that
that man ain't gonna support her
$15
all her
shift in Joyce? Was that part of the child support? You see the child support, part of your child support to have somebody get a membership
life.
to download videos and shit. You paying
That's just
for
how sneaky she
bodyguards.
is. But and
Ooh.
the thing is, they don't even eat her cooking because she don't know how to cook. So I'm like, girl, please, like, you're pathetic. You could never stop trying to
Now,
compare yourself.
Kimmy dirty ass was over there bringing up MU's daughter or something of the sorts and was saying something about she ain't had her daughter, she ain't had custody of her daughter since she was like months or something. Since she was, I forgot how many months she said, because she was saying
Well,
something about, oh yeah, her mom
mhm.
pressured her into signing over custody. So
Yeah,
she
yeah.
hasn't had that child since she was like, I guess she said like 8 or 9 months. I forgot how many months she said. And I'm
Well,
like,
she
why
stayed.
would you put that business out on this woman like that about her child, Kimmy?
Well, Kim, because Misunderstood was telling Kimmy all her business and stuff. So I believe that there's some truth in that. I know that her daughter now does not want to stay with her. Her daughter had went to stay with the grandma her last year of school, and she's staying down there. She didn't want to come back with Misunderstood, and I know why, because Misunderstood puts that nigga before her kids, and I'm sorry she does, and I'm going to tell you why. Because when we had got my hotel room, I got it close to her house. Okay, then we took off for the Marriott Resort or whatever. Okay. It was that Easter weekend or whatever. So they had the Easter egg hunt. So she had to drop me off because that was the night they fucked in front of me or whatever. And so then she had to take me back to my room. And then she took me to my room, and she had been saying that weekend that she had to take her daughter to get an outfit. She did not
Mm-hmm.
take pick her daughter up to go get an outfit. Remember, she was blaming me when we was on the line. And I said, you said you were going to take her to the mall. She goes, I just assumed you wanted to go to the mall because you needed to get some running shoes. I said, why do I need to go to the mall and get some running shoes? We were talking about that. She was blaming me. See, she can't organize things in her mind. So how the fuck was she ever an event planner? I don't know. How in the fuck she can't drive a bike? So how in the fuck is she gonna have a Harley and drive a Harley? I don't believe that.
So Love
Okay.
Music asking, and thank you again, Love Music said, isn't the child with the grandmother?
Yeah, now her child is with her grandma. Yeah, she's staying with it because she wanted to stay. She wanted to stay with her grandma and do her last year, I guess, with the grandma.
So she probably was still with MU the whole time.
I don't know if she wasn't. I know she stayed this school year, the last school year with Misunderstood. Yeah. So it's a lot going on with her. It's all unpacked. It's crazy. It's like it's codependency. It's not being able to think. It's not being able to drive. It's a light green or red. You're in the middle of the light. You're there and you can't decide if you want to go or stop. That's why she got a ticket. She went tearing off over there to get her daughter, and she was trying to rush back before the Easter egg hunt was over. And she said she got a ticket because she drives all crazy. She's like, "Oh, should I go or should I?" It's like she's all nervous and all across the road. You can't be driving like that.
So do you think this situation may perhaps made you feel a certain type of way about, or make you regret kind of branching out or merging with some of these other folks in different sectors?
Oh no, not at all. I have some. I met some really good people. I have some good people
It's
that I
just
met on
one of
YouTube.
many, you saying just
Yeah, I don't
one of
blame
many.
it. Yeah, I don't let this hinder me from anything. Like I said, I'm gonna have another Treecycation. It's gonna be coming up soon. I'll let y'all know. It's gonna be, yeah. It's gonna be. It's not. This is an isolated incident. There are friends on YouTube. She's just not one of them. She can be nobody's friend. She's what you call male identified. If a male come and kick her in her face, she'll turn the other cheek and let them kick her in her ass or stick her in her ass, one or the other, or both. That's how she is. And now a female, she would kind of hold a little bit more of a grudge for her. But if a guy, she'll forgive them over and over again. That's how she is. And it's really
So you think
pathetic.
she's more forgiving of guys than females?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's
Well,
why.
it's obvious. That's why she's with that's why Blown Throats TV was all calling her. She was all over there with him. That's why Beasley, this nigga threatened
So
to
what was
extort
that
her.
all about? Because a lot of people saying that she went back to him and apologized or something.
Well, she
Is
claims
that
she didn't
true? What happened with
apologize.
that?
She claimed she didn't apologize, but she said that he called her when she was in school or whatever, and they talked. And he of course came live. She knew he was going to come live and gloat about it, about Misunderstood, how he talked to her because he knew that I hadn't talked to her or whatever. And so that's why his ass is half dead now. I'm like, that's why your neck is probably broken three
Is there
places.
any update on his ass, child? Because we couldn't find the hospital he was at last night. We tried to call her, but we couldn't.
Child.
Is he
And now,
still
if
laid
it's
up in the hospital with that
well,
necklace on?
let me tell you, to me, it looks suspect. That picture looks suspect. So I don't know if something happened other than that. But who you gonna have him laying like that? You gonna have somebody back up and take a picture of you like that, and then
It was
somebody gonna
giving
take a perfect picture of the car.
That picture they showed him gave autopsy. Okay, I
Yeah,
thought
it
that
was
was
weird. I know. I was like, what the hell?
yeah.
It
Ooh.
was just weird. So I don't know where the hell he is, but I'm like, whatever. But that's what I'm saying. If she went back to that one and she went back to Don Cato after he spit in her face and did all this shit to her and keep standing her up every time and she's waiting for him to come over and him never show up. It is what it is. It's just,
So now that he know that she possibly was cooking around with some other guys on that cruise boat, he said from what the peoples is saying that he was gonna be done with her. Do you believe he actually is gonna be done with her at this point? Or what do
no,
you
he'll probably just,
think?
like I say, he's not going to claim her. He will fook her, but he ain't going to claim her. I got that from Five Babe. He'll fook her. He ain't going to claim her. That's about it. And which he never has anyway. So there's no difference, you know?
Oh my! So they'll just keep on the same road they've been on, pretty much.
Yep. Spreading diseases and all that. Yep.
Oh my! Oh my!
Yep. But I just want to come on here and tell you what happened, child.
Well, I appreciate it, Tricy. Thank you for coming through and spilling the tea, honey. Exclusive.
Okay, QB. Thank you. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, everybody. Okay,
And you get well soon. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye. Ooh, child. Exclusive. Ooh, shout out to Tricy for coming through, honey. Giving us a little light on tonight. Ooh, girl. Oh, Tricy said she ain't paying that money back, honey. You ain't getting shit, bitch. Okay? And she finna see if she can press these charges. Because she said, you illegally recorded me, Miss Thing Girl. Ooh, how dare you? Child. Is we still tracking tonight, y'all? I may have to set another live, girl. Press 1 if we still tracking tonight. Should I shut this down and start a new one? I need to start a new live, child, so we can, because we got to track. I do want to kiki on what y'all girls was saying. I think I'm going to shut this one down, y'all, since we don't hear this old nasty piece of exclusive with Tricy. And I'm going to change the title of this, and then I'm going to come right back, okay? So give me like 10, 15 minutes, y'all. I'm going to shut this one down, and then we're going to come back to tracking. Okay, girl? Ooh, we just had an improv interview with Tricy. And girl, she told what it was. I mean, she gave us, she didn't stutter on none of the questions that we asked, honey. We got some tea, girl. Okay. Ooh, girl, I can't believe Tricy was in the same room while they was fooking, girl. And she said they didn't go to the, ooh, girl, I'm gonna have to definitely watch this replay, honey. Oh, shit. Shout out to everybody in the building, gang. Oh, we back. We gonna be back. Let me shut this down right quick, y'all. I'm gonna set another live for the tracker, and I'll be back. Give me like 10, 15 minutes, okay? All right. Shout out to Tricy and the pieces for coming through. Shout out to everybody in the building, and I'll see y'all in a moment. Gang. Ooh, Lord, girl. Ooh, that tea was piping, huh?
You tired? I'm tired.